feel like that match was just, for people who hadn't seen you before AEW and stuff, it was such a big match on TV, such a great main event. Where does that match rank for you in your career so far? And looking back a couple of weeks later, how do you feel about it?
It ranks definitely number one because it's a lot of faith they have in me to just put me out there. Like, hey, motherfucker, this is like third week of TV, a lot of eyes on it. Just having the faith to put out there and see what you deliver or not, So looking back on it, I definitely really, gave it my all in that match. So I definitely feel very cool with it. So.
And is there a level of extra pressure when you have the match with Cody, the match with Jericho, these big matches that there's a bigger audience watching or whatever, and you want to try and, as well as people who know you and are already following you, new people, is there a different kind of pressure to that?
No, man, I don't like people that I'm such a loner that the fact that someone's like, oh, if I didn't like your match, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. So and I feel like it helps me in a weird way because a lot of people they check their tweets and then there's a lot of negative stuff and it eats them alive. And me, I'm just dude, I don't care what you think. And it's really, I don't give a fuck. I just kind of do what makes me happy. So there's no real pressure. It's weird. I thought there would be a lot, but there isn't.
Did it surprise you that it was less pressure than you thought maybe going in?
Yeah. I was like, oh, am I supposed to feel something? And then, no, I feel fine. So.
Now with AEW being on TV for a little bit now, we work with Evolve a lot at home. Tell us how Evolve kind of helped get you ready for it, and what are the biggest differences you see now that you're with AEW versus your time on the Indies?
You work with Evolve?
No, we get to work with them at home. We interview the guys for them every time they come to town.
Well, you can tell Evolve to go fuck itself. No question there.
Did you have any flack doing the body bag spot, actually getting the body bag and doing that with AEW? Because I've seen you do it before, but do you have any trouble doing that on TV or anything? From the executives writing TV personnel, do you have any flack with that?
No, not at all.
Oh, cool.
I just show up with a body bag say.
Outstanding.
There's not. I don't really clear anything. I just show up this.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You've talked before about how the idea that you could have gone to WWE and that didn't interest you for what was on offer. What was it about AEW that made you think this is the move for me?
Oh, easy, creative freedom, hands down. I've said it before, a lot of people, if they see me at first, they'd be like, okay, he's just gonna, they don't know how to present me. But AEW's how do you want to be presented instead of how we're going to present you. So, and then it's give me that creative freedom and I'll do whatever the hell, you know what I mean? And then with WWE, I said they probably would have made me a creepy figure hanging out in a boiler room, jacking off or something. And I'm no, fine. I was just I just want to skateboard and represent that culture to a broader audience, Just let me be me in the story. So.
How cool was it to have Chris Jericho? You were this close to becoming AEW champion, and all it took was his lackey to knock you off of that thing. I mean, to me, that would be a really cool thing to shove back in his face.
Yeah, that's why tomorrow I will be sitting front row watching the Jericho and Cody match because I have unfinished business with both. Because I got that tie with Cody and I got that kind of screw job finish with Jericho, and definitely, there's the eyes are still 100% on that championship.
We're in an interesting place in wrestling right now in the sense that there's a new generation who are AEW, it's almost their voice is being heard. There's people who haven't watched wrestling because they didn't like what was being presented before. How do you feel about that the idea that now people are being presented with, it gets overused sometimes, an alternative?
Oh, it's awesome. I feel my whole thing is I don't want to recycle wrestling back into wrestling. I come from, like I said, I dropped out of film school and I've just been skating my whole life. And I want to bring that world into wrestling. And it connects because all these, douchebags like Jim Cornette who says, oh, you're killing wrestling or whatnot, this, stupid skateboard fuck. I'm not wrestling for you. I'm wrestling for the people that haven't seen wrestling. Say, Tony Hawk or something. He, retweeted the match that we had at All Out with the fucking thumbtack skateboard spot, It's I'm trying to entertain the outsiders. I don't care about recycling stuff in, you know what I mean?
You talked about using the skateboard in the different spots in the matches. You tried to go for the Cracker Barrel spot when you went to go do the coffin drop. Now that you're having a little bit more success hitting the coffin drop more, how do you think your style is helping you in your matches? Because you're so different from a lot of what you see in AEW.
Yeah, like I say, when I fly, it's not to look pretty, it's to hurt. I don't need 3 rotations, like double front flip, whatever.
Yeah.
I just need to just fall backwards with all my like I said, it's not to look pretty, it's to hurt. So I feel like that, I am like kind of, you'd say like high flying luchador, but I bring a scrappy like edge to it where I think it definitely stands out.
2 more guys. You talk about who you wrestle for you, and you wrestle to get other people who maybe don't watch it. So with guys like Jim Ross and Dustin Rhodes backstage, how does that generation kind of meet in the middle?
Oh, it's easy. I talk to them all the time, and Jim was like totally like I don't see. He was like one that I was kind of surprised that he was like so on board with everything. Because if you look at it, like someone's just like skinny little skateboard guy, coming out in this world of like giants, it's like, oh shit, it translates good, and it's crazy because they're on board 100%.
How does it feel to be on the cutting edge of a brand new mentality in wrestling?
It's awesome because to be part of something from the start and to like from the ground floor is like, it's definitely like what I wanted. That's why I had to go through so much hoops to get here, and all that stuff. So like I definitely wanted to be on like in the very beginning. So that groundbreaking, what you just said, it's like it's an honor to be here and have the freedom to just like, yeah. So. Yeah, I've talked to lots of people. We're going to Bam's house on Sunday to film, but I've talked to a lot, but like I said, like a lot of people, wrestlers don't get skating, and a lot of skaters don't get wrestling. So I'm trying to be that bridge, but it's like definitely like working out big time. Everyone's getting hyped on it because you present skating so long in wrestling as a joke. Where the dynamic dudes just come like those fuckers can skate. Like everyone knew that, and it's making it look like a hokey like joke show. You know what I mean? So I was like, you gotta like present it like for like from the real like skater, and that's like my job. So.
You did my hero when I was 17, that's for sure. No doubt. There was no skaters doing any kind of wrestling back then, so coming from that, now I'm almost 40, but yeah, I feel you. I would have definitely been on board.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's been the most surreal part of being in AEW so far? Is there a part that, we talked about the pressure wasn't that you might have expected? Has there been a part so far where you're like, wow, this is actually happening?
Yeah, and that's like in the aspect of like not living in my car anymore, and just like actually like me and my wife Priscilla actually got like a house just last week, and it's like having that freedom, like oh shit, like it's like from a financial side, and like you can do this without having to like I don't know, like just be miserable. Like that's like the craziest thing to me. Is I'm like, well, this is like too good to be true. Like, what the fuck? Like, where's the catch? But no, it's been relaxing and like cool as fuck.
Thank you, guys.